Hello and welcome to Bath Street Marine Table Tennis Club. My name is Graham and I am the secretary of the club. I'd like to show you around inside and tell you something about what we are doing to prepare for return to play after the coronavirus lockdown which we are currently in, having previously been in Tier 3 of the lockdown arrangements as we are in the Merseyside area. Come inside. Well, here we are inside our brand new club room. This room was officially opened at the end of August 2019 when we had all sorts of people here for our grand opening ceremony. In fact, this new club room has been absolutely brilliant for our club because it has attracted a lot of public interest with our new advertising signs on the outside. And between August, when we first reopened, and March, when unfortunately we had to close due to the first lockdown under the national lockdown restrictions resulting from the coronavirus pandemic, we had attracted quite a number of new interest from the public for our social table tennis, which is a really big thing here. Daytime social table tennis. And that new interest had turned to new members. Sadly, the lockdown brought that to a sudden end. What we'd like to talk about today is what we're doing now to facilitate a return to play. We had our first return to play at the end of July after 4 months of closure at the end of the first stage of the lockdown arrangements. At the beginning of October, in the Merseyside area where we live, we went into Tier 3 of the national lockdown arrangements. And unfortunately, under our guidance from Table Tennis England, that brought all but our junior table tennis to a conclusion. We had to halt operations in October. Now that we're under the national lockdown arrangements since the 6th of November, all of our table tennis play has sadly come to an end. So you'll see that at the moment our facilities are empty. That's a great sadness to us. The second time our premises have been closed this year. In fact, this year our premises have had to be closed due to coronavirus for 6 months so far. That is totally unprecedented in the long history of this club. The problem with that is it's had a significant impact upon our members, and a significant impact upon the club, because although our premises were closed, our costs have continued. We have to pay for the site on which our property sits. We have to pay to keep the place heated, to keep the electricity running, to pay for our utility costs. Those costs have not diminished. And that is why at this particular time we are seeking further help with our arrangements, and in particular with our plans for return to play. I would like to show you something more of what we have done and what we are doing to facilitate return to play. Because above all else, we want our members to feel safe and confident when they come to our building. We also want to ensure that we comply with all appropriate regulations and guidance. We want to operate in a COVID compliant way. At the end of the first lockdown, we took a number of steps, and we will be continuing those steps and taking further steps when we come to the end of the current lockdown. Let me show you some more around the building. First of all, to remain COVID compliant, we have had to introduce a new booking system. And each time we are open, we enter all of the details of those that come into our building in our booking register. This ensures that we know exactly who has been in our building at any one time. We have had to introduce a bookings system, and for that purpose we have installed a separate and dedicated telephone line and telephone equipment, and we have set up for the first time an online booking service. To help our members feel safe, we have placed signs in appropriate places. We have acquired equipment to sanitize our equipment and playing area. We provide, if people want them, rubber gloves to use and face coverings. We keep our table tennis balls and other equipment covered and protected. We provide hand sanitizer, table wipes, and even a bin in which people can place table tennis balls after they have been used so that they can be sanitized, ready to use again. This equipment is repeated throughout our building so that it is accessible to everyone. Our aim is to return to play as quickly as we can, providing we can do that in a safe way for all of our members. The period of closure has already resulted in some loss of membership through people not being prepared to make payments of fees at a time when there's no facilities available, and through being frightened about mixing with others during the pandemic. We run the risk that even after this current lockdown, we may have further loss of members. It is therefore of vital importance to us that we get open as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. One other thing we want to do to try to ensure the safety of our members is that for any member who feels that they cannot at the moment meet with other members, we want to enable them to play table tennis still. But of course, table tennis is not a game that you can easily play on your own. We therefore want to invest in equipment such as a table tennis robot, which will enable people, if they feel uncomfortable still about mixing with others, to still enjoy playing table tennis, but against a machine. So we want to invest in supplies to ensure health and safety, in hygiene and sanitisation equipment and materials. We want to invest in equipment for those who may feel uncomfortable about mixing with others in these particular days. Above all, we want to get our playing area open as soon as we possibly can. We therefore would like your help in making this happen, in helping us with the funds necessary to ensure that we can open quickly and safely. We ask for your help. Thank you.